Hello beauties, welcome back to my channel. Hope you are doing good. Thank you so much guys. I have received a lot of support on my new YouTube channels. I'm so grateful for your love and your support. I really appreciate you guys. Please, if you have not subscribed to my new YouTube channels, please subscribe. One is baking channel and the other one is mainly on kids sewing. I will link them in the description box below. And if you're watching me for the first time, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So let's get started. In this video, we're gonna be making this beautiful blouse. As you can see, one side of the shoulder is off and there's an elastic band at the tip of the sleeve. So I'll be cutting the shoulder and the sleeve together. So that's what we're gonna be making today. My fabric is widely open. I will go ahead and fold it into two because I'm going to be making the other side very long. So I will fold it like so. Fold it again. I will fold it like so. Now I have my fabric folded into four. So I will go ahead and place the measurement. I will be cutting out the front and the back together. The length of my blouse is 26 inches. This mark here is 26 inches. Then I will add 1 inch for sewing allowance, that is 27 inches. The shoulder measurement I'm working with is 16 inches. Divided by 2 is 8 inches. So right from the shoulder here, I will mark my sleeve measurement. Remember, we are cutting out the shoulder and the sleeve together. So I want my sleeve to be 20 inches. But I'm not stopping at that 20 inches. I'm going to be adding elastic to the sleeve. You know, by the time you add elastic to it, it's going to bounce up. So I'll be adding extra 6 inches to the sleeve measurement. So I will place 26 inches for the sleeve. Instead of 20 inches, I will mark 26 inches. So right from the shoulder here, I will mark 26 inches. I'm taking 4 inches for the wideness of the neck. That is the neck width. And I will take 3.5 inches for the neck depth. So I will curve it. And I will go to this side and mark 1.5 inches for shoulder slope. So I'll go ahead and connect the shoulder slope. From shoulder to bust is 10.5 inches plus sewing allowance. From shoulder to waist is 17 inches. From waist to hip is 8 inches. And this 26 inches is the length of my blouse. So I'll make a mark here. This is my bust measurement, waist measurement, and hip measurement. I won't be needing this bust measurement, but I'll just place it for illustration purpose. So the bust measurement I'm working with is 42 inches. Divided by 4 is 10.5 inches. The waist measurement is 36 inches. Divided by 4 is 9 inches. The hip measurement is 46 inches. Divided by 4 is 11.5 inches. I will add 1 inch for sewing allowance. Add 1 inch for sewing allowance on this side and add 1 inch for sewing allowance here. So I will just connect it. So I will connect it from bust to waist and from waist to hip line. The sleeve is a bogus sleeve. If you want to come down right from this place to the waistline, is okay, but I will come down right from the waistline. I will come down by 3 inches. I'll mark right from the shoulder. I have 20 inches here. I will go to the side and mark 20 inches also. I will take this to meet this 20 inches here. Ignore this line here, please. That's my arm opening. So this is 20 inches right from the shoulder, and this is 20 inches right from the shoulder. So I mark the 20 inches, I connect the line right from there. When I get to 3 inches below the waistline, I will make a curve here and bring it down to the hip measurement. Just make a curve here. You can use your curve ruler to make a curve here. So I will go ahead and cut it out. First, I will cut the neckline. I'm cutting out the shoulder slope. So I will go ahead and open it up, both the front and the back panel. I mark 4 inches for the neck, the wideness of the neck, but when you open it up, you have 8 inches, 4 inches on this side and 4 inches on this side. So this is the midpoint. This is the 4 inches for this side, and this is the 4 inches from this side. Remember, one side of the shoulder is off the shoulder. So this is the normal shoulder measurement. I'll be cutting out 5 or 6 inches extra. Then from there, you connect it for the shoulder here. So I will cut it out. So this side of the shoulder is wider than this side. So what we are going to do next is to cut the neck facing. So I'll let this against the fabric. I will trace out the neck facing. I'll mark 1.5 inches for my facing. So I will cut out 2 for the front and back. So we are done with the cutting. We'll go ahead and join the fabric together. I will place my facing on the neckline here, right side facing each other. I will use 1/4 inch to join the facing to the neckline. I will do the same thing to the back. So I've used the facing to turn the neckline. After I sew it right side facing each other, so I made a top stitch here, then I turn it to the other side. The reason I made the top stitch is to allow the facing to lay flat. So what we're going to do next is to join the shoulders and the sides together. So this side of the shoulder is the normal one, and the other side is the off shoulder. So make sure the right side of the front and the back are facing each other. I will use 1/2 inch to join the shoulder here, and use 1 inch to join the side. So this is my arm opening. So I will start sewing it right from here and bring it down to the bottom. I'll do the same thing to this side. I will use 1/2 inch to join the shoulder and then sew it right from here to the bottom of the blouse. So after I've done that, I will use 1 inch to hem the bottom of the blouse. I will take 1/2 inch twice and hem it around. So guys, I'm done sewing the side and the shoulders. So I will go ahead and attach elastic to the sleeves. So this is my elastic. I have 1/2 inch elastic here. I will make sure the space I'm going to create here is enough to accommodate the elastic. This is the arm opening. I sewed 1/4 inch round. I will fold it and sew 1 inch round. I will leave about 1.5 inches unsewed. My elastic will go through the 1.5 inches. So I will sew it and do the same thing to the other sleeve. So I finish sewing it round. I will measure my round sleeve. I have about 10.5 inches here. I will be cutting out 9 inches elastic band. So I use my safety pin to insert it. So this is the 1.5 inches I left unsewed. The elastic band will go through this 1.5 inches. Make sure you secure this other side here. The pin will come out through this other side again. I will use a zigzag stitch to stitch the elastic together. Then I will stitch up the 1 inches I left unsewed. So guys, this is the finished look of our blouse. I've also added elastic to this side. So this is the normal shoulder and this is the off shoulder side. Thank you so much guys for watching. I will see you in my next one. Please subscribe to my YouTube channels. Like I said earlier, I will link them in the description box below. I love you guys. Thank you so much for your support. See you in my next one. Bye.